Sacred Band Cavalry and 1 General's Armoured Bodyguard. Now I think my guys are either silver, silver, or gold. I cannot remember. I think they're silver. They are. Anyway, let's speed it up a bit. I don't want you watching all this because you'll be bored. Speed it up quite a bit. Okay, let's go. Let's keep speeding it up till we get some action. And I'll show you my. Right. My opponent is Black Knight 54, control of the Romans, and his army. He has 8 units of Triarii. I think that his units are gold, or gold and silver. 3 units of Roman archers, 4 legionary first cohorts, I believe. A unit of town watch incendiary pigs, and on top of this hill here, 3 units of Praetorian cavalry, including his general to be short. Now, at the beginning it was a bit of a standoff between who was going to move, and of course he didn't move, so what it left me to do is to move down the hill and reposition my army. So let's just fast forward a bit here. When you're watching all this, let's do it again a bit faster. This is quite slow. It's very slow. Right. Here we go. The battle's now starting. He reforms his infantry into a defensive position and brings down his legionary first cohorts. Oops, sorry, that was my phone. Close to his lines. Here we have 3 units of, he rushes forward his 3 units of archers. The thing he forgets though is he doesn't support them with a unit of Triarii or some units of Triarii or legionary first cohort, which leaves them vulnerable to attack, and as you can see here, that's what happens. My Sacred Band cavalry just run in and absolutely slaughter them. Apart from the 2 that my own Balearic slingers killed because they fired at their own men, like complete and utter idiots do. Anyway, I now have archer superiority. The battlefield. Yeah. Sorry if this commentary isn't good, guys. The mic seems to be cutting out at random places for some reason. So if it cuts out this time, I'm just going to have to go with one that cuts out and just see which one's the best. Like. Sorry about that. Anyway, I reform my lines, and as you can see, all that's left is 13, 3, and 2 archers left, which is not a big problem at all, if I'm in my case. Right. He detaches 2 units of Triarii from his left wing and starts to bring them down the side here to flank me. He also does the same on the right wing from the Triarii that will further back up the hill. Now over here he brings the 3rd unit, I believe it's this unit, he brings across to join them, but on the right side he stops his advance to try and flank me because he sees it's a bad idea, so brings them back to reform a straight central line. Right, these 2, I think they'll line up and they do disappear at one point, but I've seen them so I know they're there. And in this case, yeah, as you can see here, look, they're reforming, and as you can see, he's moving his 2 units to try that it was going to advance forwards, backwards due to his lines moving. Now I'm not sure why, to be honest, he brought all this Triarii. I think it was maybe because he thought, oh, they're not very good against spears, I'll bring my Triarii because they like spears. When in fact, even though they've got spears, they're only really good against cavalry. Yes, they can hold the lines against certain types of infantry, not very strong infantry and not very long, but as I said this problem earlier, as you can see, look, his his 2 Triarii earlier. I detached, to deal with that problem, I detached 2 units of my Pueni infantry on my right side, a unit, my Spanish mercenaries as well to support them, and a unit of Sacred Band cavalry. As you can see, here's the third unit of Triarii coming to join this battle. Now I wasn't too worried about fighting these Triarii because I knew my Pueni could easily hold them off, which meant to my Sacred Bands it was nothing at all. They would have no problem in fighting Triarii infantry at all. So as you can see, as this battle's going on, I'm bringing my cavalry round for some flanking charge for some hammer and anvil strikes. And you see, I think this strike, yes, it does indeed rout one of the units of Triarii. As you can see, I didn't get these to fire because I wanted them to be. I was depending on how many guys you put through. As you can see here, the line was looking a bit weak in the centre, so I was just being careful. I didn't want to do it, but I did get my Balearic slingers to fire at the Triarii coming across, and as you can see, they're firing again. Now on Triarii, I think they are. I believe so. Yeah, this unit, one of these units, do come back from routing. But I think if he forgets all about them, and I do send this unit of Pueni infantry to deal with them off, finish off, yeah, they've stopped routing there and they all regroup, but he forgets about them. And this unit here is no problem at all. As you can see, he's now engaging my front line, my Sacred Bands with his Triarii, and of course, it is no match for my guys. Even though these guys may have better upgrades than mine, the fact that my Sacred Bands and his Triarii just don't stand up. I believe in this attack I only lose like 3 men from that. I do lose slightly more from when these guys attack, but as you can see, they're down by 4 men. They're down by 1, and that's it. The rest, they're down by 1 now, but mainly they're all still on 80. And as you can see, look, one of these units already, 26 Triarii is already routed. Yeah, I thought they had Peeler. Yeah, they do throw the Peeler before, but I think it mainly gets absorbed by his unit of Triarii in front. Yeah, it does. All his Peeler is absorbed by his Triarii, which was good for me because it meant minimising the casualties that I got. As you can see, look, they're only on 64, so that's where the brunt of the attack was, as the largest amount of Triarii came there. But yeah, as you can see, every I did send, they are being dealt with now, and they soon rout. I used my other unit of Pueni infantry that was over here to come and support my right flank. As I can see, they was getting surrounded on one side, which these guys soon push them back. Even though these guys have a lot of numbers, they're not that good, really. They're not bad if you can. I would say they're not good, but compared to urban cohorts, which even though they cost a lot for the amount of units you get in it, they're a lot better than the amount that you get in this. Even though these get a lot more men, the quality of fighting they do is not that good. And as you can see there, I did 3 hammer and anvil strikes across the line, which I think does rout 2 units. Right, as he didn't attack this part of the line over here, I did bring round my the other units of my urbans. Oh god, I'm saying urbans now. Sacred Band and my other 2 Pueni infantry to come and flank them and use a pincer movement. As you can see, these guys try to run away and just get mauled by my cavalry, which wasn't meant. As you can see here, Triarii, they did come back from round, but even them, they're not any match against even Spanish mercenaries. Shows you how strong. As you can see here, all these legionary first cohorts, there's no way out. They're trapped. The only way they can leave is if they get killed by my men. Now, incendiary pigs, I've played against them before, and they have been kind of effective. I think they're more effective against archers and all that with light armor. But if you want to know what happens when incendiary pigs attack a front of spear walls, just watch now. As you can see, none of them how they survive. And even if you attack the side of a spear wall with incendiary pigs, that don't work. And neither do attack Spanish mercenaries, because they are just Spanish mercenaries. They're just complete and utter tanks in their green tankish armor. Even the light, the tanks. Now he sends down his town watch, which, to be honest, they should have been. If he was going to support his, if he wanted to support his archers earlier with a unit that didn't matter much, he should use his town watch because it could have given his archers time to get behind the lines and get away while these held them off. Because you can see they're doing quite well again. They're doing okay against my Pueni, even though they're going to lose. But we've just given them time, and they wouldn't have had any loss on the main bulk of his army, which means he could have had picked off more men, which could have changed the tide of the battle. I don't think it would have that much, but it could have made the difference between who won and lost. And if you look here, I have 75 units in this, 75 men in this unit. Just watch in a minute after this huge cavalry charge which he does on me. Do you see they're going down already? We're down to 50. As you can see, I didn't see this at first, and then I suddenly see it and rush all my cavalry in and my Spanish mercenaries, because as you know, Spanish mercenaries, they deal with anything. Yeah, I know these guys are depleted, and I see that side, don't worry. And I don't worry about throwing Pila into this mix. So then as soon as that is running to support the rest of my guys. We do route one unit to start with, and then I bring in my spears, and I think my spears don't get there time, but they do route another unit. And then up here the general unit and the rest of my cavalry, which is very heavy depleted now, 20 men, 19 men, 15 men. And my general's unit, which has got 21 men left. I'll attack this general unit, and I would say Praetorian cavalry is better than Sacred Band, but I think because my guys had better upgrades, I'm not sure if his Praetorians had upgrades at all. Don't think they did, but the fact that his spears as well nearby helped, and as you can see, look at all the dead bodies. Well, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. As you can see, I got 1,508 kills, my opponent 202. Which I find, even though I started with less men and ones, but I find it's a good battle. I like to thank Black Knight for a good game and all that. I'll see you guys later. If you guys like this, I know the commentary probably isn't great and the mic quality isn't that great. Would you guys please subscribe, have a comment and like maybe? Be appreciated much. So peace out guys. Bye.